Spirit, which deck do you want me to use? This one. The person that it's about. Present timeline. Future timeline. Card for the overall energy. Interesting. Goes really well together with all the other cards. Extra cards. Okay. So now I'm gonna read the cards and then I will ask Spirit if it's needed to have extra cards. This is a card for the person that it's about. It's a female with dark hair, dark brown or black hair. But it can also mean a person of color. And it's the message to her is do not listen to others. And we have the time stamp of the full moon. So this weekend we are a new moon. So this is important to keep in mind for the upcoming full moon. Do not listen to others. Listen to your own inner guidance. Past timeline. And the first cards. So she has a message, do not listen to other people. And in her past timeline, you have the weight of family. Timestamp 9 months. So because this was in the past, there was a time period of 9 months in her family that was a heavy weight on her shoulders. And that's why that spirit says, do not listen to others. Do not listen to your family who puts a heavy weight on your shoulders. This has been going on for 9 months now. For 9 months long, you've been feeling this heavy weight on your shoulders. So for the person that it's about, this is in the present time. So Spirit is saying, you carried this weight on your shoulders long enough. Now it's time to not listen to them anymore, whoever these family members are. And you did that because for a year long, you took distance. You took a time of solitude for a year long. And you see on both cards a woman with dark hair. So that's you. So you already know that this was a inner guidance from spirit. Take distance so that you can forget about this heavy weight on the family. You need a time of solitude, and you did that. You maybe went on a vacation, or you took a celibate year, a solitude year for yourself, where you can totally rejuvenate and recharge. And now, in the present timeline, and we are spring, we are still spring. So now, Spirit is giving you the message: continue to listen to your inner guidance and try to recognize patterns patterns in your life that keep returning cycles. Try to recognize returning cycles. That's going to be really important for you at this time of the year during spring. Your future timeline is your twin flame is not ready. So, in 4 months' time, you are going to find out who your twin flame is. But this person is not ready yet to receive you. And I think this recognizing of returning cycles, returning patterns, is a way of doing the preparation work so that within 4 months you are ready to receive this person in your life. But don't expect that, so this is you and that is your person, but he is facing another direction. You are facing right and he is facing left. And this is very common in twin flame connections. One person is ready and the other person is not. One person is chasing and one person is running away. It's always like a cat and mouse game. But there is another twin soul. Or this is the same soul. Because you have the two cards. You have a normal, an average twin flame. Yeah, I say average because here they are talking about a divine twin flame. That is a divine union. So a normal twin flame, that there's a difference between a twin flame and difference with a divine twin flame. A divine twin flame is a twin flame that you have a divine union with. And you can see the difference. The twin flame within 4 months is not facing you, and the divine twin flame that is in your future, he is facing you. And this is the color golds, yellow golds, divine energy. And these here, this is like shadow energy. So it can be, thank you, Spirit. Within 4 months, you are going to meet a false twin flame. But your real twin flame, that is a divine union, is yet to come. And that person is going to be ready to receive you. But first, a false twin flame is going to come in. A person that acts like a twin flame, but they're not ready to become part of your life. And I think, yeah, Spirit is saying, if you devote right now, if you now devote your time to recognize returning themes, returning cycles, returning patterns in your life, then you're going to have it easy to recognize that this is a false twin flame. And you're going to be able to recognize your real twin flame in the future. And then we have overall energy. Also, a twin flame card. You have 3 of them. You have here 3 twin flame cards. The overall energy is within 3 months. And this is also like the golden flame. So this card represents this person that is going to be ready to be with you. So you're both going to recognize each other as a divine twin flame. You both already know who you are. And it's going to happen within 3 months. But there's a false twin flame coming in within 4 months. And it's important that you do this preparation work. Extra card is to save your money. Save some money, budgets. Maybe you have probably also in your finances. Try to recognize reoccurring themes, reoccurring money habits, returning money patterns that you have. Because I think that if your divine twin flame that you have a divine union with, if you're going to want that to be successful, that person probably finds it important that you're good with finances. Well, this false twin flame is going to lead you towards a stop in your finances. And because you left this heavy weight behind in the past, you're going to now be able to receive your divine soulmate coming in. because usually in most cases, if there is a divine partner coming into your life, there's always something you're gonna have to sacrifice. There's always something you're gonna have to let go of. While a false twin flame is gonna try to keep as much drama and problems into your life. And that's gonna bring back that old weight again upon your shoulders. Other cards, Spirit, please. Spirit is saying to do cards to give more clarity about who this false twin flame is. Who is this false twin flame? To necessarily be someone from your past. This can also be a new person coming into your life, but these two men come around the same time in your life, like a month apart. So we are now spring, July, August, June, July, August is summer. So by the time of September, you can expect this divine twin flame coming in. Okay, so I asked, who is this false twin flame? We have the card of consider others. See from your kind heart. So these are the cards for this false twin flame. So if I put that card against this one, this would be either this is your twin flame, a false twin flame, or that person is a false twin flame. And Spirit is saying it is this younger man. So the reason that this person is not ready and could come over as a false twin flame is because there's a father figure in his life that he has a very strong bond with. And he is actually more focused on the family than he would be on you. Because he's looking at his father or grandfather, and that is what that person is focusing on now. Then you also have generate shifts, phase into a new dynamic. Yeah, and the new dynamic for this person is his personal family. So that's why that person is not ready to go into a union with you. This person is focusing on his family. They do not want a relationship. There's probably huge family shifts happening. and that requires all of his attention. And that's why he may talk to you. This person may talk to you like a friend, but not there's nothing romantically going to happen with that person. And that's why that person could be considered as a false twin flame, but you maybe think that person is your twin flame. But according to the cards, that person has zero interest in you. This person is totally focused on his family. There are huge generational shifts happening in his family, and that requires all of his time, his resources, his energy, his focus. He wants to be there for his family. So he has no interest in anything romantic now. So basically, Spirit is saying this person is not your twin flame. Then, cards for the real divine twin flame, please. One, two, three. Okay, so the first card is so this divine twin flame, that person is ready for you. Like I said, this is a person you have a divine union with. And that person is totally ready. And they want to begin opportunities with you. They opened their door to they opened the door for you to their life. This is your real divine twin flame. This person not. This person that you thought was your twin flame is not. I'm pretty sure this person knows who you are. Second card is living with significance. I just said it. This person knows that you are their divine twin flame. And they want to build a foundation with you. Look at this. Amazing. Card of building foundations. Flames. And what did you see on this card? Flames. This is a divine union. This person opens the door to their life. They know who you are, and they are ready to build with you. They want to build a strong foundation with you. A dragon fade. I'm gonna draw a guide cards. So a guide, please, towards this real divine soulmate. The protectors. Okay, so I draw the cards. The protectors fly high. This is a bit the same energy as this card. It's having an overview, and you can look at this card like an overview about these patterns. You are protected. You don't have to worry about this. There are guides that are gonna lead you to this open door. And when you walk through that open door, which can also be a universal portal, that is also a shift. So your guides are going to guide you to this open door that is a universal shift portal. And it's going to lead you to your person, your divine soulmate, your divine twin flame that you have a divine union with. And that person already knows who you are and what significance that you have in their life. So they might have had visions. Your divine twin flame, divine soulmate might have had visions about you, who you are, like a confirmation, what you mean in their life. So that person can be clairvoyant, uh, telepathic messages, dream time, visions, signs that tell this person you are their divine soulmate. And because they had this confirmation, that's why they opened the door to the possibility with you. So it can be that this person needed first confirmation from the universe to be really sure that you are that person for them. And Spirit is saying that is correct. And they're telling me to draw an angel. And that person is totally ready to receive you in their life because they want to build a strong foundation with you. It's going to be within 3 months. So by the end of August, time of August, September, this person is going to make a move towards you. And they might visit you for a weekend, because this card speaks about 4 days. So it can be that he's gonna ask you, can I spend a weekend with you? Like get to know each other weekends. It looks more like this person knows who you are, but I'm not really sure if the cards are saying that you know who this person is. You thought that that person was your twin flame, but it's another person. So you can already have an idea who this other person is because it has something to do with their father or grandfather or an elder in the family. That is not the person you're gonna build a foundation with. It's gonna be someone else. That other person that you thought it was, they are focused on their family dynamic. And his family is very grateful that he chosen to be there for them. So don't take it the wrong way if that person is not interested in you. It has nothing to do with you. It's in his own personal life. Spirit just feels that I need to say that because I know these things are sensitive. Like family is important, and if there are shifts happening, like don't blame that person or don't hold a grudge against them because of the choice that they make. Spirit is saying. We have the guardian angel of spiritual growth. And the mantra is the way I become spiritual is simply to become myself. So this person is focused on their family. That's not the person you're going to build a foundation with. Spirit is saying, focus on yourself. Think about these patterns, cycles, themes in your life. Because there is going to open up a universal portal. And I have to say right now, this weekend, there is going to be a universal portal. So it looks like by the time of full moon, there can be that the portal is then closing. So my spirit is confirming it. So by the time of full moon, upcoming full moon, spirit hopes that you have been able to make this decision. Put these thoughts aside that people are saying, this is your twin flame, this person is your twin flame. No, because Spirit said, do not listen to other people. And Spirit is saying, this is not the person you're going to build a foundation with. It's important for you to focus now on yourself, to recognize reoccurring themes, reoccurring habits, reoccurring patterns, reoccurring cycles in your life, because this guardian angel, this is your guardian angel giving you this message. And he is holding a candle. He is illuminating these themes. He is illuminating these patterns. He is illuminating these habits and cycles in your life. See it, see the things the way they really are. Because that portal, here you see the sun. So this guardian angel is illuminating your patterns, your themes, your habits, your cycles that you repeat or reoccur in your life. And the portal is the sun. Do you see that? And that can be seen as your guardian angel. And your guardian angel saying is over here. Focus over here. Not that person. This person is completely in their own worlds. We don't want this. You don't want to feel like in the past anymore. Remember that you needed to take a year of solitude then? This is not for you. I'm going to put this aside. This, what is coming, is for you. So that's the first step. That's the first step. And the sun in the middle, that is a universal portal you're going to have to go through. You are protected in this process. And that is that portal. And once you get through that, on the other side is your divine twin flame. That you have a divine union with. And that person is going to build a foundation with you. And they already know who you are. They had visions about it in dream time, signs, synchronicities, telepathic messages. The rose cards. And also recognize the patterns in your finances. Because that person is ready to build a foundation with you. So money is going to be important for this huge change that is going to come. Because this is a huge change in someone's life. This is your rose that represents this divine union. So this is a important message for this divine union. And this rose says, surrender, release the heart wounds of separation. Take time to dive deep. Breathe into the heart. From here, all is known, the seen and unseen. The blueprint is here. There is nothing to do but to be and know your connection to all. I'm going to show you something. Time to dive deep. Breathe into your heart. From here, all is known. The seen, the seen and unseen. The blueprint is here. There's nothing to do but to be. Where is that card? Yeah, the way I become spiritual is simply to become myself. Is simply to be. And know your connection to all. It calls you today to be a guide, to be aware of the bigger picture in your life. The bigger picture of your life. This is a great opportunity offered by exploring all ways. There may be resistance to being fully present and taking full responsibility for your life. In any experience, there is a gift, and sometimes we have to become still to receive it. Bring your attention to your heart. Gaze around you. Gaze around you. And allow your attention to rest on something. Significance. Something you love or grateful for in your life. Feel that love and gratitude expands to your heart energy. In that expanded place, your crown chakra can open. Crown chakra. Feel the connection and know you are never alone. So this other person is going to reject you that you thought was your twin. But you are not going to be alone. You don't have to feel like, oh my God, I'm going to be single for life. No, because Spirit knows that your divine soulmate is coming in. You just need to be a bit patient. That person already knows who you are, and they're making plans towards you to come in. And they're gonna want to spend a weekend with you or something like that to get to know each other.